Shalom, family. Welcome to another Tell Ministries morning commentary. The commentary for this morning is The Ignorance of the 400-Year Haters. So, family, as you know, you have the believers of the 400-year prophecy and the unbelievers. And they are on both sides of the aisle, right? You have the UA community who obviously don't believe it, but then you have some Israelites who don't believe in the 400-year prophecy. Yet, they can't prove it's incorrect. Yet, they cannot debate it. When you listen to a lot of our quote-unquote brethren who don't believe in the 400-year prophecy, you can tell they have not done their research. You can tell that they are dealing with European-centric eschatology. They haven't gone back and researched the scriptures to see how it fit in light of the awakening that the Negro is the true Hebrew Israelite of the Bible. Some of these jokers out there call it occultic because you believe in the 400-year prophecy. Now, you have to understand, some of these guys have not done their research. Some of these guys have not reset their thinking. They stuck in European-centric ideology. So it's one thing to not believe in the 400-year prophecy. It's another thing to not be able to defend why you don't believe the 400-year prophecy. Tell Ministries has put the gauntlet down to many people who don't believe in the 400-year prophecy. I have called them to come on Sister E's channel to debate the 400-year prophecy. But you know why they don't? Because they don't do their research. Just like some of the things that many quote-unquote mores teach today, it's not all truth. It is not all truth. Some of it is their opinion, some is supposition, some is lies. So we have to be like the Bereans to search the scriptures daily whether or not those things are so. And so if you don't believe in the 400-year prophecy, that's fine. That's fine. But what do you believe? Where is your teaching on the end times? Where is your eschatology? Because we don't hear it. We don't know what you believe other than that you don't believe something. But what do you do? What do you believe? What can you prove? What can you teach? And then a lot of times you all make suppositions and not from the text. So if you don't believe the 400-year prophecy, that is fine. But don't hate on those who do. I have to put it this way. Let's look at your teachings about end times, which I don't see any from some of you, many of you all. And let's look at Tell's teachings on end time prophecy, which includes the prophecy of the 400 years. It just so happens at the end of the quote-unquote 400-year prophecy, all hell breaks loose in the world. But no, the 400-year prophecy isn't legit. It just so happens that they are killing the Israelites, right, on national news, national media, right, just as we taught. But the 400-year prophecy is incorrect. It just so happens that quote-unquote Babylon, which we believe to be America, is going through turmoil, about to collapse economically, internal strife, chaos, pestilence. But the 400-year prophecy isn't correct. So you say. It just so happens that we have wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, pestilences in diverse places, globally, right? But the 400-year prophecy is incorrect. I think I will stick with Tell's teaching on the 400-year prophecy because it seems to me like they are hitting the nail on the head. At least Tell Ministries has something for you to research. At least Tell Ministry has something for you to study. Where's your teaching on eschatology? Where is it? Is it with that whole European-centric, right-wing evangelical understanding of end-time prophecy, with the Great Tribulation, which you don't know what it is, of Jacob's trouble, which you don't know what it is, because you still think it's a time to come or a time that just arrived. What is your understanding of eschatology? Because we haven't heard it. We haven't seen it. We're looking for it. You know why you don't have a teaching on eschatology? Because you don't have an interest in eschatology. You know why you don't have a teaching on eschatology? Because you haven't had revelation on eschatology. So of course you're not going to believe the 400-year prophecy. It's understandable. Because you haven't spent the time in the Word. You can't prove whatever belief you have on eschatology. You're probably still waiting on the rapture, which is a European-centric idea. You're still waiting on the rise of the Antichrist. Now, we know he's coming, but you think he's coming today. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But what's your proof text for it? You can go back through a whole list of end-time prophecy teachings from Tell Ministries. At least we have proof text for our position. Where's yours? So you call it occultic? I call you foolish. You call it occultic? I call you uninformed. You call it occultic? I call you lost in the trees. Because you don't know what you believe. Still waiting on your teaching on end-time prophecy. Still waiting to see your eschatological timelines. Still waiting on it. So my viewpoint is this. Until you have a teaching that can disprove the belief in the 400 years, or unless you're willing to come on Sister E's channel to debate Tale on the 400 years, you shouldn't even comment on the 400 years. Because your beliefs are nothing. Everyone has an opinion, and it's monuments to nothing. So where's your proof text? So before you call Tale's teaching on the 400 years occultic, let's see your teachings on it. You're going to say, oh, the 400 years already occurred in ancient Egypt. Let's see your proof text for that. So family, that's Yakoba's rant for the day on his morning commentary. The ignorance of the 400-year haters. They haven't even done the research themselves and not strong enough in their belief system to even debate it. Peace and blessings, Israel. Your captivity is ending.